Welcome to Bitcoin Speaks. I'm Random Fudmeister. Since July 4th is coming, let me say I've no doubt that Jefferson would have opposed Bitcoin. George Jefferson? No, Thomas Jefferson. Oh, Uncle Tom. Uncle Tom?
He's Uncle Tom to me. He's kin.
He's what?
Kin. You see, Tom had lots of brown babies. Now, how did that happen?
Well, I wasn't there, so I couldn't say.
Fudd, we both know what went on. Tom liked his wine and he liked to dip in his stick. Result was lots of little brown Toms running round. But back to your question. Jefferson said that central banks were menaces to society. Why did he say that?
Because he had too much wine?
'Cause he'd just been through a long, bloody war against a centralized authority in the flesh, King George. He didn't trust centralized authorities, including central banks. Bitcoin is rules without rulers. Jefferson would have gotten behind that.
I doubt it. But what about other founding fathers? John Adams would certainly have seen that Bitcoin is too complicated for most people.
Complicated? I don't think so. Adams complained that money and markets be too complicated. He was talking about the central bank that says, oops, inflation be high, we gotta raise rates. Then the treasury market blows up. Oops, now we gotta lower rates. You never know what's coming next. With Bitcoin, you know what's coming next, 'cause its protocol was set in stone. Adams would have said, I prefer simple over complex. I like Bitcoin.
Not if he knew what it would do to the environment.
You reaching, Fudder. How about another Adams, Sam Adams? He said, now what liberty can there be where property is taken away without consent? What was he talking about?
Probably taxation without representation.
Yeah, boy. And today we have taxation without consent. It's called inflation. Thanks to the man printing money day and night, we have high inflation, which is no different than a tax. Sam Adams would have said, Bitcoin solves this problem. It has a fixed supply, so there ain't no debasement of your hard-earned money.
Sam might have said that after having a few too many of his home-brewed lagers.
Good one, Fuddy-Duddy. What about George Washington, the father of our country, and of another horde of brown babies? He's also kin, so I know he would have loved Bitcoin.
Because it's a Ponzi scheme?
No, 'cause Uncle George said to contract new debts is not the way to pay old ones. But that's exactly what the man be doing every day, playing games by moving debt round between the Fed and Treasury and creating new dollars, that's debt, to pay off old debts. George would have said, now that's a Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin is the way out of the Ponzi scheme. A fixed supply, a fixed protocol. George could have gone for that.
Unless he learned about the massive electricity consumption.
Ooh, good segue, Fudmeister. Old Ben Franklin was all about living a disciplined life, except when he was running around in a lightning storm trying to catch lightning in a bottle. He was ahead of his time. He would have gotten it. How do you link a digital asset to the physical world? Through electricity.
Yes, electricity created with fossil fuels and now with unholy nuclear power.
Nuclear energy be clean. Don't get me started. And don't try and distract me. Franklin would have hated the lack of discipline of the man today, willing to sell out future generations in order to keep spending today. Franklin would have said, Bitcoin fixes this. If we move to the Bitcoin standard instead of the fiat standard, well, it's game over for running up trillions in debt for your kids and grandkids.
I think Franklin would have been too smart to go for digital funny money.
Now that's funny. Then there's Madison, Marshall, Paine. They all hated centralized authority, such as the central bank. Bitcoin be decentralized, spread across the world in the strongest computer network in the world. They would have cheered me on. They would have said, Bitcoin takes the power of monetary policy out the hands of the man and returns it to the people. We the people.
Are you really related to Jefferson? Because I am.
Oh, hell no, don't tell me that. I can't be related to no Fudmeister. The other coin's gonna diss me. I guess they already dissing me. That's okay, they can't touch this. Look at this beautiful coin. I'm purty. A champion should be purty. Say it, Fudmeister. You purty.
No thanks.
Just remember what Uncle Tom said. The issuing power of currency should be taken from the banks and restored to the people to whom it properly belongs. Bitcoin gonna make it happen. Something Uncle Tom could only dream about.
It's possible. Might take 100 years.
We not waiting no 100 years. It's right round the corner. Better get ready, Fudder. It's the new American Revolution, 250 years later.
Sure, I'll get out my musket.
No muskets, a peaceful revolution.
Okay, good luck with that.
Don't say I didn't warn you. This be your official warning.
And it's a wrap.